Buying a house is an important decision that one needs to take in his life. There comes a point where rent seems unreasonable and you contemplate on the idea of paying an EMI instead of rent. Though, from a financial perspective, many financial advisors would recommend you to live on rent rather than buying a home. But your mind acts irrationally in this case because there's an emotional aspect attached to this decision. Having a roof over your head has always been the third wheel in the Indian saying roti kapda or makan. Since you have clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you're rigid and have made the decision to buy a home. Now the next dilemma that you might be facing is what should be the amount of money that you can afford to put towards your housing expenses. So in today's video, we will discuss about how much house you can afford and what all forms part of the housing expenses. I also have a bonus point for you at the end of this video, so stick till the end and let's get straight into the video. First of all, you need to know your household's gross monthly income. The gross monthly income is the pre-tax income from all sources, be it from a job, stock investments, mutual funds, rental properties, etc. Once you calculate your gross monthly income, you can now use the 28-36 rule to know how much house you can afford. It is used by majority of lenders when it comes to lending money to an individual. This rule helps the banks and other housing finance companies in deciding how much debt can a household service safely. This rule states that a household must not spend more than 28% of their gross monthly income towards housing expenses, and no more than 36% of the gross monthly income should go towards servicing of all the debts that a household possesses. Note that the 36% includes the debt payment towards your house mortgage as well. For example, let's say Ram and Anita, who are husband and wife, have a combined gross monthly income of 2 lakh rupees. Now in this case, 28% of 2 lakhs comes out to rupees 56,000 and 36% of 2 lakhs comes out to rupees 72,000. Here, 56,000 can go towards your housing expenses and the remaining 16,000, which is the difference of 72,000 and 56,000, can go towards all the remaining debt types, be it a car loan or a credit card debt. But the catch here is that most households borrow money for many different purposes and therefore it reduces their borrowing capacity for a house. In our case, Ram might be paying rupees 12,000 per month towards a car loan that he had taken. On the other hand, Anita might be paying rupees 30,000 per month towards her higher education loan. So in reality, this couple has already exhausted 42,000 of the 72,000 safe debt servicing range, and therefore Ram and Anita will have to plan for their house in a way that the total housing expense does not exceed 30,000 per month. Now it is important for you to understand that the housing expenses includes some transactions that are regular in nature and some that are one-off transactions. Typically, one will have to save for these one-off transactions and the regular transactions can be taken care of as per the 28-36 rule. The one-off housing expenses will include the following. Firstly, there is a down payment, which is a sum of money that is paid initially by an individual when the loan is taken. Then there is a home loan insurance, which safeguards the borrower's family in case of any mishap. When a mishap happens, the loan repayment is done by the insurance company, for which they charge you an insurance premium which is paid once when the loan is taken. Though it's not compulsory, but it's highly recommended. Then there is a stamp duty that is collected by the government. However, it differs from state to state. For example, in Delhi, the stamp duty is around 5.5%. However, in Maharashtra, it ranges from 3 to 6%. In case you are a women buyer, you can get a relaxation of 1 to 2% on the stamp duty. Also, there's a registration charge in order to put the contract or the deed in the records of the government. In simple words, the transaction of you buying a property is recorded in the records of the government in exchange for the registration fee. Coming to the monthly cash outflows in regards to the housing expenses, the most obvious one is the monthly EMI on the house loan you have taken. The EMI on the loan depends on two factors: the interest rate on the home loan and the amount of down payment that you had made. The lower the interest rate, the lower is your EMI. You can get better home loan rates from banks if you have a good CIBIL score. I've already created a video on how to get 750 plus CIBIL score, which you can access through the link on your screen. With regards to the down payment, most lending institutions will ask you to put a down payment of 20% of the property's value. However, if one wants, he can put a down payment of more than 20% as well. A higher down payment will reduce the EMI on the loan. But if you ask me on a personal front, I would stick to the lowest down payment possible and put my savings in financial instruments where the return is more than the interest on the home loan. Other than the EMI, the Government of India levies an annual property tax that is collected either by the local government or the municipal corporation. This property tax helps the local municipal body to ensure cleanliness in the area, a reliable water supply, drainage facilities, and a proper road infrastructure in the vicinity. Now, with home ownership, there also comes a responsibility of maintaining the property that you possess. One can expect to incur up to 1% of the property's value for annual repair and maintenance. As promised in the start of the video, here is a bonus point that I wanted to discuss. Taking debt is really easy, but you must also have a feeling of accountability to service the debt. You never know what might happen in the future, and therefore I would recommend you to save at least 6 months of your monthly EMI and set it aside in a liquid fund. This will always give you a sense of confidence, and in an unforeseen event such as a job loss, this money will really come in handy till the time you find another job. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for my next video.